This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about L'Oreal. As you guys know, Amber Heard is still the spokesperson for L'Oreal. Now, I knew L'Oreal was a big company, and I don't buy L'Oreal products. I'm not going to buy them for my wife, obviously, anymore, and to be honest, I never did. But especially since you know who is a spokesperson, I ain't buying. But here's the tricky thing. L'Oreal, and this is what I didn't know, and this is why I'm making the video, owns a lot of other companies. Most of them I don't know, but 4 of them I know very well, and I've been buying those products because I had no idea they were connected to L'Oreal. So today, I want to take a look at some of those. I'm going to give a shout out to the person who put this list together, and there might be more. So if there is more, you guys let me know, but let's take a look at the Twitter account of this person who made the list and the list itself. Here we go. So this is a tweet from Cosmic Hatter, and shout out to her for tweeting this. In case you no longer want to support L'Oreal, keep in mind they are the parent company of these luxury brands. And here's her very well put together list. Well, she might have clipped it off Google or something, but anyway, you get the message. So first of all, I know Diesel, I know Prada, I know Ralph Lauren, and I know Armani pretty well. I don't know the other ones, and they don't really look like products I'd buy. They're probably fashion products, jewelry, things like that, and it's hard to keep all those in mind, but I'll take a look at this once in a while, and if and when I ever go to the store to buy a gift and I see one of these, well, I probably won't be buying. So the first one's Diesel, and I got a Diesel bag for $80 like 8 years ago or 7 years ago from one of my friends, and I had no idea that I was using this bag that you know who is a spokesperson for. Indirectly, it's a small company owned by L'Oreal, or I should say a smaller company than they are. It's still pretty big in its own right. But I got rid of that bag, and I bought a new one, so that's pretty good. Here it is, right here, pretty nifty. It's not on the list, so I'm happy I got this thing now, and it's much better than the Diesel bag I had before. Just one little strap across the shoulder, and there you go. And the next one on the list is Armani, which is pretty damn huge in Japan, to be honest. I shop there once in a while. I used to be into fashion. I used to go out a lot. I used to meet a lot of people. So I shopped at these places, Louis Vuitton, Armani, Chanel, if that's how you even say it. But now I know I'm never going back there ever again. Ralph Lauren. This was a shock to me. I had no freaking clue that Ralph Lauren was connected to L'Oreal. I've been buying Ralph Lauren my whole life, and I actually really like the company. I've been buying them since long before I knew who the turd was, so no hard feelings there. But now, moving forward, until that person is gone from that spokesperson position, I've got my wallet closed for L'Oreal, which is too bad, man. They make good sweaters. They're pretty big here in Japan. Not huge in Japan, but big enough. You can find their stores pretty easily. And out of the ones that are pretty popular that I knew is Prada. I've never bought anything from them. I don't think I have. Maybe without knowing it. I don't know. You guys could correct me. Seems like they sell a lot of women's products, pocketbooks, makeup, who knows. But, when I shop for my wife, which doesn't happen too much because we're pretty broke and we just buy shit for the kids now and not for each other. But if I do shop for my wife, I will keep in mind, especially these 4 brands. So now you guys know at least the major products I think everyone's heard of that support you know who. And like I said, take a look at that list I put in the front of the video. Maybe you guys know more than I do. I've got no clue about most of those products, which is good. Probably means I haven't bought them ever. And it could be tough because I know there's so many things these days that I don't want to buy because they got too political, they got woke, they're supporting somebody who I don't think should be supported, and you just gotta control yourself and you gotta learn to have discipline. I mean, look, if you break down and you buy something, it's not the end of the world. Anyway, If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing Depth vs. Heard, pop culture, having a slow news cycle. I checked all my mail today. I checked all the articles. I checked Twitter. Just wasn't anything like super interesting. So I figured I'd throw up a fun video like this, and I'll be coming out with a few things this week. Gonna get to some non-Johnny, non-Amber news because I think the last 5 or 6 videos will have been on them, and we'll see what happens. If you don't subscribe here, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.